Hey everyone, Lensmanoz and a DragonLearned here. We are going to record another episode here of Nuts and Bolts Talked. This is episode 20. Hello, darling. Alright, what was I going to do this episode? I was going to change my viewpoint. It's night time, that's when we start recording. I've planted a little bit more canola. And the main reason I've done this is I've been trying some different ways of generating power. I thought I'd try a little bit of actually additions power, because these things, the immersive engineering thermoelectrics are great for just like passive. So this stuff that I'm not using all the time is staying charged with it. The quarry that I'm not really worried about, like looking at, so let's just jump over there for the moment. I'm not real worried if this doesn't continuously run. It's sort of just trickling its way through, giving us bits and pieces. But, if it doesn't run, it doesn't run. We've got ingredients, we've got all sorts of stuff. We're good, but this is actually... Yeah, it's getting there. We've got a fairly wide strip happening up here now. I don't know how far along that goes. I'm not about to jump off here and die to find out. I did die, you can see there. I inadvertently teleported over to Q4, which just happens to be up in the air. So I teleported over here to see if I could find a desert dungeon, basically. And yeah, it all went awry and death was imminent. There's obviously something here because there's some chiseled marble. Interesting. Maybe there's a pillar under here. Yep, there's a astral sorcery something here. It's just... Oh yeah, it's one of the underground things, which means to be a chest in here. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, nothing special. Bit of aquamarine. Again, I've got an inventory that's full, so it's not anything I really need. There's an ender pearl. It's always handy. I'll swap it for the gold nugget. Oh, only one chest in this one. It's a little one. Anyway, that's cool. Let's jump back home. So I was talking about power. Now, running on the power system that we have is not sustainable. I've made a bit of a ladder up to the roof because obviously we've got stuff happening up here. We've got thermoelectric, which I could probably increase this a little bit more if I put... I need to move this one, but we could probably put another uranium here and then some packed ice there and a uranium there and packed ice there, and that would give us the extra output from these couple of generators. But it's still not fantastic. We're getting a bit of output from it. This is staying generally full, but I've also added a couple of reactant dynamos up here to try and use up some of the creosote we've got. So reactant dynamo. So obviously it's a thermal expansion machine, and these are actually quite cheap. They're 3 iron and redstone, a couple of lead gears, so that's just some lead in the metal press, which we have the gear press for. And this transmission coil is a little bit more expensive than normal, but red quartz, you get 2 red quartz for 1 piece of quartz and 8 redstone. And then the silver plate, to make the silver plate, I used the tinker smeltery. So not overly hard. So I made 2 of these. Reactant dynamos work on a fluid and a, I guess, what would you call it? Well, the reactant. So you need the catalyst or whatever it's called. So you can use sugar, but it doesn't last very long. If you look on any of the wikis, it says you can use blaze powder and it lasts a fairly long time, but this won't accept the blaze powder for some reason. So I've got some gunpowder, which we can make with coal dust and redstone. So that's all sulfur dust, which we've got a fair bit of. So we can make that, and it lasts longer than sugar does. But sugar, I just had some sugar cane in my inventory, so I threw it in there. And I've been using an Ender.io tank to move it over and put it into these. So this is giving us a little bit. It puts out maximum 40 RF a tick. We can upgrade these. So is it upgrade or is it these things? So we can like do a hardened upgrade kit here, which is just iron plates, an Invar gear, and a tin electron tube, which again, not that expensive, and that will give us a bit of a boost on these. And there's probably an upgrade that allows us to let's see, thermal. It's probably one of these for the reactant. Let's see, shift. I mean, we could put these on it. The one that, you know, when that gets full, it will lose power. But we could probably put these on and fix that problem. It's compression. I don't know if there is one for the reactant dynamo. Advanced throttle, magnetic compression. Doesn't seem to be one. But that's alright. But yeah, we can upgrade them a bit and get a little bit more power for what we're putting in. I may eventually add an item conduit here and just have a chest next to there that we can put the reactant or the, you know, catalyzer in. What does it say in here? Solid reactant must and fluid fuel. So we can maybe set up something to crush some coal and redstone together, and or the sulfur we get, and chuck it in there. The other thing I'm doing for power is here. This is the actually additions fermenting setup, and we're going to put an oil generator at the top here. So I've got 2 fermenting barrels because generally one of these canola presses can supply 2 fermenting barrels. So that automatically outputs. It does need power, so I've put it on the output line here, so it will draw a little bit of power, but hopefully it will draw less than what we produce with it. The other thing I've done in between episodes is I've hooked this up. I don't think that's going to be enough, but I've hooked that up to there. You're hiding in the corner here, Dragon. Hello?
I can't see you.
Oh, I'm right in front of you. I must
I can't see you.
I must be invisible.
I can't.
Oh well, you'll get over it. Arc furnace here. We still need the rods, and I don't have the blueprint for it yet, so I still need some more of these ingots. I need 12 for. I've got some coke dust in here which I need to process. So basically what I've done is I've thrown a bunch of coal blocks in here and producing coal coke, which obviously is giving us the creosote, which is why I needed to set up something to use it. And I'm throwing it in the crusher, and you get 9 coke dust per coal coke block, which is how you create them anyway. And then I'm coming down and throwing this into the compressor, which is making our hop graphite ingots, or sorry, it makes the dust for it. And then we can yes.
Apparently I'm dead because I can't teleport.
Apparently you're dead. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I don't know.
I can't teleport to my sand mine.
Does it just have on your thing that you're not able to, or you're pushing teleport and it's not letting you?
I'm pushing teleport and then it says cannot teleport when dead.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I'm not dead.
Awesome. Maybe go to the mining world and come back or something. Maybe that'll give it a kick around to relog. Let's see. So let's get the other bits and pieces done. So for the oil generator, we need to make the vat. So the oil generator recipe has been tweaked, as with a lot of recipes in this pack. It requires some obsidian, a couple of pistons, the seeds, some compressed cobble, and the vat from Ender.io. So in here we've got the recipe for the vat. That's 4 steel item casings, a couple of pieces of glass, another fluid tank, a cauldron, and a chimerite block. So that's just 9 pieces of chimerite in the compressor from IC2. turns it into a block. So there's our vat. And here is our oil generator. How many more of these do we get? 5. It's not too bad. I think we're getting close. So I need 12.
I can't teleport through the mining world or the portal to the nether.
Oh, well, you might need to relog. Or die. I don't know, maybe.
I've got a pool of water.
Okay. Okay, so the graphite electrodes require the engineer's blueprint. So to do this, I'm going to need the 7 ingots, a lapis, and a paper. So I have 7 ingots now. That's cool. Let's grab. Should have some paper around. One day, AE2. We've got to get into it.
I'm not dying in water.
Mate, maybe you're invincible.
No. I can break stuff, but I can't do other stuff.
Oh well. Again, I don't know what to tell you. You've broken the game. I need a piece of lapis. Just there. So let's make this. It's here. It's going to give us the blueprint. Where did the rest of my ingots go? Why did that do that? 7. I had 12 more. Or did I not? I'm going to have to review my footage now because I swear I had more than that. I know I shift-clicked it into the table, but... Oh, there it is. Goodness me.
Do I look like the dead or something?
No. You looked normal when you came down here before.
No, that was before I teleported. Do I?
Oh, you get 2 rods for that. Okay, so... Oh, no. We've got our...
I'll be back.
Alrighty. We've got our 3 rods. That should mean that this is now active. So we should be able to use our arc furnace. Which is cool, because I think to make the... what was it? It was one of the ingots. I think it was the energetic one. Conductive iron can be done in here. Just from dust. Let's just try it. Let's see if this can do it. Okay. Oh, it's working. It's working. It's chewing power. There you go. We can now make conductive iron, and this probably has a few recipes that we can do. I don't know if it has a thing for it. They didn't even get scratched by that, which is cool. So yeah, we now have the ability to make conductive iron. Excellent. So we need that extra power generation as much as possible now. What I'm hoping to do, I might need to jump up on here.
Help.
Help with what?
It's not letting me back in.
Maybe you're dead.
Internal exception.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
Exceeds writer index.
I have no idea what's happened.
Neither do I. I think I saw out of bounds.
I don't know what's going on there. That's odd. Let's do extract, always active, and extract, always active. These need to be converted to insert, I think. And that's not working. Why are you not working?
I'd like me to get the entire
you might need to log completely off, which if you're going to do that, I'll cut the video here while I work out what I'm doing.
May as well.
And we'll be back when you're ready. Be right back, everyone. Alright, we're back. I had to restart the server. It just wasn't letting Dragon back in at all. I fixed up this problem here. I had to go and get a crescent hammer and just right click on the pipes. So we now have our oil coming up into here. This is producing 100 RF a tick. I made a HV capacitor just for some extra storage because at the moment we've got this one here which is an LV. I think I want to pop this one off and place this in, but I'm not sure whether this keeps its settings when you break it. If it does, fantastic. I'll be able to set it up properly. I think it does. Well, that's good. So what I want to do is replace the one in there, but I need to be able to make it so that can I not do this? How's that one in there? Try using the right device, that'd be great. So make an output on the bottom and input on the top. So let's get rid of these for the moment. Like so. Let's pop this one off. HV can go there. We'll make it so it's input on top. It is going down. Awesome. I'm going to put this here. Can't tell. It's very, very difficult. Oh, almost fell off the roof. In, out. I just don't know what its transfer capacity is, as opposed to this one, which hopefully can accept the power that we're producing. Let's put this down and see what happens. Because obviously these things can only handle 640, but if this is just like draining this out, which is what I want. Nope. Nope. Extract always active. Insert. Doesn't seem to be pulling the power from anywhere, does it? So let's break this one.
Apparently I can't teleport anywhere without it malfunctioning.
I don't know why. It says you're moving too quick. So you can't jump around anymore.
I can't break anything but grass.
Well, I think your recording for the day is finished then.
No. Please.
I think it's because my my computer is now hitting 95% CPU. Not sure why. This is not pulling out of here. There's no redstone signal on them. Disabled.
Let me try again.
Yeah. Right. That should be working. Let's input. At thermal. Do I have... I don't think I've got the... Sounds like the neighbour's using a chainsaw. I do not have what I need. It will not export from these, which is unfortunate. Block of red quartz, maybe we can set up. Oof, it's terrible. Diamantine, signalum. Nope, don't like any of that. Well, this is a bit of a pain. I'm going to have to work out a better way of extracting power from these, because it does not want to import into these conduits. That's working fine. I wonder if it'll import into this. Let's give that a go. Okay, so that's draining. If I set this up to be an input, nope, doesn't want to export into this either. Well, that's unfortunate. So I guess I can't use the reactants at the moment. That I'm a little disappointed about. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. I'll work out another way of outputting power from these. Maybe we can... I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it. Let me know in the comments if you know what I can use there. That really, to me, should have worked. It should be able to output to a an energy conduit. There's something... whether the pack author has changed it. Inside here, I've got another metallurgic infuser that I made while I was waiting for Dragon to reload. And I've got it set up so that it will automatically eject out this side to go into here. I know it's backwards, but I already had this one running, so so I can make steel really nice and easy. I've got some in here, and that's iron, just so we can get some steel, because the next thing I wanted to do, applied energistics. So for the quest, in here, we need to make a few things. One is the energy acceptor, the ME drive, 4K storage, glass cables, and a crafting terminal. So first thing we're going to actually need is an inscriber. So it's going to require a flux pearl. So we're going to need to make flux dust and all sorts of stuff. I did throw an ender pearl in here. I'm going to need some of that. Got a couple of them in there, that's good. Got a couple of diamantine tubes too. What else am I going to need? Steel, which is currently processing because I need steel casings. So let's run... No, I'm going to run them both through here and turn them into some steel casings. I need quartz. Should have both charged and normal, I think. That's normal. If I don't have charged, I'll have to make the charger as well, which I've got upstairs, so that's fine. I don't need to make it. I've already got one. Let's grab 2 stacks. Could have sworn I had some more, but that's fine. So let's make... Make a few of these. Come on, change. You have no power. Why do you have no power? Now you have power. Oh, there's some weird stuff going on with the server today, I think. Some very weird stuff going on.
You think?
I think. You can't log back in, can you?
No.
Again, I really don't know what's going on with the computer. I think it is because it's really starting to chug. There may be a bit of a memory leak in this version of the pack because mine's now up to about 8 gig of RAM in use. So this unfortunately means I'm going to have to cut again, probably relog my client to allow the machine to be able to let Dragon in. So give us a moment, we'll be right back. Alright, well that's a bit of a nightmare today. I've had to restart pretty much everything, and I'm not sure why it's being such a pain. Server just doesn't like it today. Never had this sort of problem before. Normally, like, Dragon has to connect twice generally. First time she'll get kicked back off again, but I've never had this much drama as we are today. Really quickly, let's make 2 pistons. These things should be done by now. No, I've got to run through again, that's right. Let's make 2 pistons. so, and then I want to make this, so I just need this thing, so I'm going to need 4 Fluix dust. I don't know if I can run it in there. Let's try this. No. Uses of this. Sag mill. Oh, macerator does, okay. That's going to take a little 4 in there. There's some steel. Let's put these down. What else did I need? Oh yeah, that in the middle. Wow, that is slow. Oh my goodness. It's fairly slow. Right. So once we make this, that'll be one thing. I think we're going to struggle a bit to make the next lot of stuff, because to make these processes, so we're going to need a logic press. We're going to need the silicon press for a start, which means we need an alloy smelter, because it's the only way. I don't believe there's... I haven't seen... I don't remember seeing any meteors. Got a feeling that's turned off. So we're going to have to craft them. So to craft them, we're going to need raw circuit boards, which is easy. That's clay, gold, and cactus green. That's fine. That's not hard. Silicon dioxide may be difficult. We might need to make one of these thermal centrifuges. That's not hard. But we do need the alloy smelter. So the alloy smelter is going to take some time. It's going to take some enriched uranium nuclear fuel, which means I don't know if we can get to it yet. Because I don't know. I don't think I've got any of that, which is unfortunate. Energetic alloy blocks, not an issue. Mana or Manyelan item frame, yeah, it's not too bad. Iron furnaces, machine chassis, that's maybe an issue. Maybe we're not getting into A yet, although it is interesting that it's in our book at a relatively early stage. So we've gone past induction, you know, like I'm guessing we're going to have to do this line next. I mean, we can try the osmiridium. Let's see if we can just finish this off. Osmiridium, pulverized iridium, and osmium. Okay. So I need 3 of them. Three of them. Somewhere over here. One. 2. Still need 1 more. It's unfortunate. We'll be able to get 2 done. Not going to be able to finish the quest. I might be able to do the pulverized iridium. Let's just ease in. Yeah, it definitely attacks the power. Oh, does that need to be over here? How does that work? Oh, it needs to go like that. Maybe. Okay. Osmium and iridium. There goes all my power. And I just don't think that's working. That's not even gonna do it. So we need a lot better power system before we can use this. And these cables are not going to do it. So that's something for us to work on is better power. So what we've got is all sort of half bodgy bits and pieces of power. We need to really work on something that's going to output some decent amounts. But I think I'm going to wrap up here. Frustration level is quite high today because of all the things playing up. So for the moment, I'm just dump some of my items in this chest here. And hopefully next time we load the pack up, it's going to not play the games that it's playing. It's going to work.
It's not going to have a tantrum.
It'll probably still have a tantrum anyway. So thank you everyone for watching. Please, hang on. I was going to say please leave your comments in the section below. Let's just do this while it's here. There's an inscriber. So yeah, we'll continue our quest lines somewhere through here. Maybe we're going to need to make the launch pad and go to the moon. But yep, hopefully next time we'll have a better luck of getting it all recorded in one hit. And leave us an idea for power generation if you've got one, if you've played the pack. If you, because I'm just sort of putting bits and pieces together and it's obviously not enough. Alrighty, thanks for watching. See yous later.
Bye.